Hi everyone, my name is Amanda and today I'm going to be talking to you about the product that is well worth both the investment of your time as well as your monetary gains. Athletic competition has been something that we enjoyed for decades, whether it be American football, hockey, soccer, baseball, or even auto racing. But as we know, these athletes are extremely susceptible to injuries such as MCL and ACL tears, dislocations, fractures, breaks, or even lacerations. However, athletes are not the only people who find themselves prone to muscle tears, aches, and pains. We as humans experience these symptoms on a daily basis as a result of the ongoing growing process. As a student athlete here at Rock Valley College, I've experienced my fair share of knee problems as well as back and shoulder pain. And then I met my favorite product, the product that I'm extremely excited to be talking with you about today, Icy Hot. Not only do I use this magical medicine before I hit the lanes with my teammates, I also find myself using this before I clock into my job at the Roscoe Walmart. Icy Hot is a reliable pain relief product that citizens and athletes alike should heavily consider investing their efforts in to maintain optimum performance on the field as well in the world as a whole. But what is Icy Hot, you may be asking yourself? Icy Hot is a topical pain reliever. That means it is a pain relieving medication that one applies it directly to their skin, that is used for minor arthritis, aching joints, sore muscles, sprains, bruises, and cramps. Icy Hot also comes in a wide variety of forms, such as gel, cream, dry spray, stick, patch, or sleeve. The form of Icy Hot I most prefer is a stick form, which I have here to show you today. Now, my stick form has a ball feature at the top that when you push it against the skin, it releases the Icy Hot medication that produces the pain relief sensation. So I most commonly use this on my shoulders as well as my lower back. I simply just roll the stick against my skin and it produces this clear medication that soaks into my skin and eventually gives me a feeling of relief. How does Icy Hot work though? How does that pain relief sensation come about? Well, Icy Hot works through a process called counter irritation. What counter irritation is it creates a minor irritation or inflammation in one area. So it creates irritation or inflammation in my skin. And how it creates this irritation or inflammation in my skin is by changing the temperature. So it's called Icy Hot because it changes the temperature of the skin itself. So it tricks the nerves and the central nervous system into realizing that there's a change, and it distracts the body from feeling the pain that was previously felt somewhere else in the body. And the most common drugs that are used to produce this counter irritation effect are called menthol and capsaicin. A good example of counter irritation for those of you who may not be understanding would be poison ivy. A really bad case of poison ivy and taking a hot shower. Poison ivy obviously produces a very severe itching effect, and when one takes a hot shower, the heat from the shower is sent by the body's nerves on the skin, and it detects the heat, so it distracts the body from the itching feeling, and in a sense, the body no longer feels that itching sensation. It's focused on the heat, and that's what this Icy Hot does as well. It's not focused on the pain that your body's feeling. It's focused on, hey, there's a change in temperature on your skin, and your body's meant to maintain homeostasis or keep everything in balance. So when there's a change, your central nervous system reacts and your neurons fire in different places. So then you're no longer thinking about the pain that you were experiencing. You're detecting this, which is why medications like Icy Hot work so well. And like I said, a good example of this would be poison ivy, taking a hot shower. Heat from the shower is felt by the nerves in your skin, that information is relayed up the spinal cord to your brain. It's processed in your brain, and then you are distracted. That's exactly what's happening. These drugs that are released in your body are distracting you from your pain, and you're focused on one event at a time, which in that case would be the heat from the shower, because it would cause your core temperature to rise, and you would be fighting it. You'd be fighting the change because it would be disrupting the homeostatic balance of your body. Icy hot can also be beneficial to society. This medication begins working sooner than a regular pill, and if anyone is similar to my taste, they do not like taking pills. Just the feeling of taking pills sparks anxiety, wondering if you'll be able to swallow it, if it's gonna get stuck in the back of your throat, if it's gonna work, is it gonna make you sick, is it gonna dissolve, or is it just gonna sit in your stomach? There's no worries like that when you're taking a topical medication, because you can physically see it on your skin, and you know it's going to dissolve and evaporate, and your body's going to take it in. There's also no dosage limits with with Icy Hot. However much you want to apply. So if I want to apply a whole lot, there's nothing telling me that, oh, that's too much. No, there's nothing saying that, versus where normal medications like ibuprofen, Benadryl, prescriptions, there's dosage limits on how much of a certain medication your body can take in at a time. Going along with that, there's no limits on how often you can use this Icy Hot. Whereas with regular medications, you can only take 500 milligrams every so often. For example, you can only take 1,000 milligrams every 6 hours. So if you took a dosage at 6 a.m., you could not take another dosage until noon. Versus with Icy Hot, you can use it whenever you need it. So say, for me, if I would need relief before I started bowling a game, if I would need it before I started bowling the first game, I'd feel fine. However, I'd get to the third game and I'd be like, oh, I'm hurting. I could put some more back on, and that relief sensation would come back. There's no saying how much you can use and when you can use it. Like I previously stated, Icy Hot is also very effective. It works very fast. For my personal experience, I can feel the change in my skin. I can feel when it starts to get hot or starts to get cold, that sensation of the medication, of the menthol and capsaicin causing the change in the temperature of my skin. And it smells minty, so it doesn't smell bad, which is always a plus. And like I said, who wants to take big pills like these? I don't want to choke on those. But as I grew up, aches and pains no longer seem to be a thing of the future, but are now a concept of the here and now. Icy Hot is a product that seems to fit its way well into purses and daily routine for all, with its fast-acting relief and no dosage restrictions. These aches and pains will once again be a thing of the past. Icy Hot comes in a wide variety of forms and is accessible to all. Athletes and common folk alike will once again be getting back to their daily routines with Icy Hot on their side, and so can you. Thank you.